Advocacy, advocate. That word probably conjures up images of Capitol buildings, courtrooms, and politicians. But what does it really mean to be an advocate? Advocate. A person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy.
Being an advocate means you stand and represent something that you truly believe in. As the advocate, you spread the truth, you educate others.
It's believing in something that's not completely dependent on yourself. It's something that you truly believe in and that you truly wanted to make a stand on.
Pretty simple concept, right? Who can advocate? Anyone. You can. It's probably going on all around you, even at your school. Think about your class president elections. Imagine one of the candidates runs on a platform advocating for the cafeteria to offer pizza at lunch every day. A vote for me is a vote for pizza. Now think about that same candidate advocating for a district-wide policy ensuring recycling at all schools. That is something that can benefit everyone, because it's a cause trying to promote healthy lifestyles and a healthy environment. This is an important distinction when trying to find an issue to be a champion for, because an advocate looks for something that addresses the change they would like to see in their school, community, and state. The point is, you can advocate for anything, as long as it's something you have a passion for and truly believe in.
Well, it all started in 8th grade when I attended my first Say What conference here in Texas and saw that on a presentation it said that tobacco was the #1 most preventable cause of death in the United States. And that really struck a nerve with me because I'm a people person, and seeing that tobacco could eventually kill them in the long run and give other people diseases from secondhand smoke really hurt me, because that was them doing bad to themselves and not good. Where I've been working, I work as a checker, as a cashier, and I regularly check people's groceries, get them to the line, and where I work, they continuously sell tobacco products. And so I went to my managers and I said, hey, I'm not a big fan of tobacco use, and I was just wondering if I could stop selling tobacco in my line and just send them to another line. And their response was that would discourage sales, and that with that discouragement of sales, they would lose product value in it, and that it would discourage people from buying it. These tobacco products do kill people, and they are proven to have different diseases that can be caused from them. And businesses are taking that for granted and just saying, oh, this is like a cash cow, let me get this money from this product, and not look at the human health decisions. When I heard that, it really kind of lit a fire. It was like I play basketball, and the first thing that we do before we run out is we have a song that really gets us going. And that statement that I heard from my manager really made me get pumped up for being an advocate for this, because it was something that was just totally out of the blue. I didn't see it coming, and then when I heard it, it was just, wow, they actually said that. This is kind of a big problem, and then just getting stirred up and ready to go, just to go advocate.
So, how do you get involved? Think of advocacy in terms of 3 different levels: education, engagement, and policy work. Educate yourself, engage with the community, policy advocacy. Education level. An advocate is a credible source of information. Someone wouldn't recommend a movie they hadn't seen, so an advocate doesn't support an issue or policy they haven't educated themselves about. Knowledge is the foundation of effective advocacy, and it's important to keep current with information like opinions, research, and trending topics related to the cause. An advocate must learn all of this to effectively communicate with the people around them. Engagement level. The next level of advocacy is all about educating and engaging with the community. A community is more than just where someone lives. It's full of friends, family members, and neighbors who are key to helping an advocate create change. Hosting rallies and marches, collecting signatures for a petition, sharing personal stories with elected officials and community members, and meeting and working with local media are all examples of how an advocate engages with the community to ensure their voice is heard. Policy level. As an advocate, the ultimate goal is policy work. Policies create and shape our laws, which allows an advocate to have a hand in changing his or her community for the better.
I decided my sophomore year that I wanted to start a smoke-free ordinance in my hometown, Ingleside. I proposed the smoke-free ordinance on December 2016 in front of my city council members, and they did not take my group or myself seriously because we were young, and it made me feel like our voices didn't matter. And so that only ignited the fire within myself even more to continue pushing forward with the ordinance. Through that, we done petitions, we did rallies, marches, walks. We went out into the community to really get the public's opinion on the ordinance. We had a lot of backlash, we had a lot of opposition. There was bar owners who were very upset. We had half of the city council members who did not support the ordinance. But as young people, we didn't let that stop us. And by going door to door, we were able to put the ordinance on the agenda for the city council members to vote on. They quote unquote said that you are the future leaders, but that's not the truth. The truth is we are today's leaders. As young advocates, we are trying to make change happen today. Our opinions, our voices, they truly matter when it comes to policy issues. Pushing forward with the smoke-free ordinance, my main goal was to protect people. My main goal was to make sure that anyone who didn't smoke was protected from the dangerous effects of secondhand smoke.
So now that you know what it takes to be an effective advocate, your voice is ready to be heard.
Well, to be an effective advocate, you just don't give up, you show up, but most importantly, you use the one thing that you have most, and that's your passion. You show others why you're so passionate about what you believe in. Your passion is what changes other people's thoughts. It changes their perspective, their opinions on your views.
One tip that I would give is to always be persistent, because no matter if they say no, you're always looking for a yes.
An advocate doesn't give up when they believe in something. You have to be persistent. You have to believe that what you're representing and what you want to do, you can do it.